Assalamu alaikum, welcome to ECL Easy Computing Lectures. Before going to start this lecture, please like, share and subscribe this channel for more videos. Our today topic is again from System Analysis and Design. The topic is Functional and Non-Functional Requirements. In the previous lectures, we have talked about the analysis phase and we have seen that how we can gather the requirements in analysis phase. So now we will discuss about the types of requirements in analysis phase. Our topic is functional and non-functional requirements. In the coming slides, we will see the difference between the functional and non-functional requirements. Now let's start with the requirement determination. It is performed to transform the system request high-level statement of business requirement into more detailed, precise list of what the new system will perform. And now we will see what is requirement. It is simply a statement which tells us that what the system must do or what characteristics it needs to have. That is known as requirement. Now, what the requirements describe? There are different types of the requirements. Some are business requirements, some are user requirements, some are functional, some are non-functional requirements, and some are system requirements. So what's the requirements describe? They describe that what the business needs, what the user need to do, what the software should do, or the characteristics the system should have, and how the system should be built. These are the different types of the requirements which are known as business, user, functional, non-functional and system requirements. What are the system requirements? These system requirements describes the reason for proposing the system development project and is also reflect the business requirements that this system, if built, will fulfill. Means to say that if we are going to build this system, either this system will be successful according to our business needs or not. These all the things are mentioned or described in the system request. Moreover, the business requirements help to define the overall goal of the system and help to clarify the contributions that will success the organization. And here are some examples of the business requirements given by the users to the analyst. Here are some examples such as you want to increase the market share or want to shorten order processing time. Suppose that if I am ordering through the app or some information system, the process should be, the time should be the minimum. Thirdly, reduce customer services cost. Fourth, lower inventory spoilage. Fifth, improve responsiveness to the customer service request. Means if any customer have some services request, then the admin should respond as quick as possible so that they can solve the customer issues soon and provide account access to those customers who use the mobile phones. When the system development project is complete, success will be measured by evaluating whether the stated business requirements have actually been achieved or not. During the analysis phase, requirements are written from the perspective of the business and they focus on what the system needs to do in order to satisfy business user needs. A good starting place is to concentrate on what the user actually needs to accomplish with the system in order to fulfill a needed job or task. These user requirements describe tasks that the user perform as an integral part of the business operations, such as schedule a client appointment, place a new customer order, reorder inventory, determine available credit, and look up account business balances. These are all the tasks that are done by the analyst in analysis phase. Now let's see about the functional requirements. Functional requirements relate directly to a process the system has to perform as a part of supporting a user, task, or information it needs to provide as a user is performing task. And these are the functional requirements. Now let's start with the requirement determination. It is performed to transform the system request high level statement of business requirement into more detailed precise list of what the new system will perform. And now we will see what is requirement. It is simply a statement which tells us that what the system must do or what characteristics it needs to have. That is known as requirement. This is an activity that the students will perform. This is a list of the different types of the requirements, and based on these information students have to identify the functional and non-functional requirements, and you will submit this activity to me in the coming week. So first you will read out all these 10 requirements and you will answer all the question. The question one is which requirements are the functional business requirement and which are the non-functional requirements, and you will provide the additional two examples rather than these 10 activities as well. Suppose that if you have 5 functional business requirements out of 10, then you will provide the two additional example of functional as well as non-functional business requirement. So student need to submit this activity by next week, and this is compulsory for all the students. The final category of the requirement is known as the functional non-functional requirement. According to the International Institute of Business Analysts defines that this group of requirements as the quality attributes, design and implementation constraints, and external interfaces which a product must have. This requirement category include important behavioral properties that the system must have, such as performance and usability. The ability to access the system through a mobile device is considered as the non-functional requirement. Non-functional requirements are primarily used in the design phase when the decisions are made about the user interface, the hardware and the software which are used by the IT department, and the system's underlying architectures. Now have a look on non-functional requirements, which are operational, performance, security, and cultural and political. Operation requirements mean the physical and the technical environments in which the system will operate, such as the system can run on handheld devices like mobile phone. The system should be able to integrate with the existing inventory system, and the system should be able to work on any web browser. In terms of performance, the speed, capacity, and the reliability of the system is considered, such as the interaction between the user and the system should not be exceed 2 seconds. The system should work 24 hours or 365 days per year, and the system downloads new status parameters within 5 minutes of a change. In terms of security, who has the authorized access to the system under what circumstances. It means that the managers can only view the personal records of the staff, or the customers can see their order history only during the business hours. Or the system include all available safeguards from the viruses, worms, and the Trojan horses. And in the last, culture and political, it means that culture and political factors are legal requirements that affect the system, which means that the system should be able to distinguish between the US currency and the other currency from the other nations. And the company policy is to buy the computers only from the Dell. Country managers are permitted to authorize customer user interface within their units, and the personal information is protected in compliance with the Data Protection Act. These are all the types of the non-functional requirements. I hope that you will be able to differentiate between the functional and non-functional requirements. So therefore students are requested or advised to complete that activity so they can differentiate between the functional and non-functional requirements. I hope that you understand this lecture, and please like, share and subscribe this channel for more videos. Thank you.